We are back today with another BMW video, but I guess this could apply to basically any vehicle. We are going to be cleaning the spark plugs. So I just took my spark plugs out on my BMW 328 IS with an E36 engine, and here is what the ignition coils look like. Pretty self-explanatory to get to them. Just take off the cover and then you can expose them. So I inspected my spark plugs and found that they were a little fouled and they had a lot of gunk on them. They had quite a bit of the electrode tip left, which tells me that they are pretty new. I'm not sure when they were put in. This car was inherited from my wife here at around 230,000 miles, and I put about 10,000 miles on it. So just checking out the spark plugs here, and when we pull it out you can see that they're going to be pretty fouled. So there could be a couple reasons why your spark plugs are fouled and the electrode isn't really worn down. I guess the primary reason would be your air-to-fuel ratio mixture. So you might be having a fuel-rich or fuel-lean mixture. A fuel-rich mixture would probably mean you're not getting enough air into your engine. Your air filter is probably clogged, or your mass airflow sensor might not be reading the airflow correctly. And a fuel-lean mixture could probably mean that you have a leak somewhere in your air intake. It could be anywhere between your mass airflow sensor and the end of your air intake manifold. Just check all the boots on the air intake, check all the gaskets, check all the seals, your idle air control system, check that. I'm going to come out here with a series of videos that shows different things that I checked and replaced just to be sure that my air intake was getting the proper airflow. So I guess first off, back here to the spark plug cleaning, we are spraying down with some carb cleaner. Spray down, get some of the junk off. Make sure you apply liberally. It's alright, you can't add too much. So once you finish spraying, just inspect and see that there's maybe still some buildup. If you want, you can get a rag or a piece of sandpaper and start scraping it off, or just spray a couple more times. I used a rag. I didn't want to scrape up the spark plug, since it is kind of a new looking spark plug. You could always change your spark plug just in case. If you're not sure if the spark plug's good or not, you could always do a spark test on it, but I didn't go that route. Spark plugs really aren't that expensive. I guess here for the BMW they might be a little more expensive than the $5 cheap ones with the double prong here, but I decided just to clean them. And another option you can do to clean them, you can get a blowtorch and just burn off some of the carbon. You see that nice bright colored flame coming off? That's just some of the build-up carbon junk just burning off. You can see the change in color, starting to get a little charred there. Be careful because it could get pretty hot. Don't touch it with your fingers. So now I'm going to show you some before and after photos. Here's the before with quite a bit of carbon buildup, and then here's the about in between, I guess, after the carb cleaner spray and as I'm burning off the carbon. And here's basically as I'm finishing up using the blowtorch. You can see it cleans some of it off. So I guess when you're done, inspect it. If you want to clean it perfectly and make it as much brand new as you can, you could always get a piece of sandpaper, I guess, and just scrape it down to the bare minimum, but I'm not really sure how that's going to compromise the spark plug. But anyways, I guess when you're all done, go ahead and put it back in. Make sure you don't over tighten your spark plug, because bad things can happen when that happens. So once you're all done, put it all back together. Make sure you have the ignition coil pushed down all the way to snap onto the spark plug, and the ignition coil connector is connected. BMW makes it pretty easy, and you can't possibly have the connector loose because of that little silver clip there. So go ahead and go down the line and clean all your spark plugs, whether you have a V4 or a V6 or V8. Just go ahead and clean them all, keep them all uniform. So as I was mentioning before, if you are having this problem, maybe check all of your air intake connections, see if there's anything having extra air come by or leak. And as I said before, I am going to be putting together some videos of various spots that I checked and replaced and tried to seal up some air intake leaks. And if you want to be a part of that, just go ahead and subscribe down there below. Leave this video a like. Let's see if we can get 20 likes on this video, and go ahead into the comment section and give me your best tips on how you clean your spark plugs and what you do to keep your BMW in top shape. Thanks for watching.